Well, hello and welcome to Green Racer Reviews. Canoe camping season has finally started for 2021. Got the canoes all loaded up. We're up at the Turtle-Flambeau, about to go camping. So let's get all this stuff unloaded now. And everything is loaded. Dozer's got his life jacket on. I just about to put mine on. Chippy's got his on. Oh yeah, let's go. Now this paddle's pretty good. Ahoy! Well, we made it to our home for the next 2 nights. It's an F site, so we got a picnic table. There's no good beach here for putting the boats, so once we get them empty, then we'll bring them ashore. Somebody left us some firewood. Sign for the toilets down there, and then somewhere back in there, I don't see it. Okay, got all the gear out of the boats. Got my boat over there that Chippy was in. He let me operate his with the trolling motor. I gotta say, that was kind of nice. But shh, don't tell. So, a little out of breath from setting up, or rigging everything out. So, gonna go get the tent set up. I'm gonna be here. Chippy's gonna be over there. And then after we get set up, then it's firewood time. So this is one awesome site. We got plenty of room for this monstrosity of a tent, because it's 10 by 12. It is huge, and I set it up just like that. It's awesome. But anyways, so I never know what kind of situation we're going to be in, what the ground's going to be like, or anything. So I didn't need to bring the floor like someone had suggested in the video, or asked how much it weighed and if it was worth bringing. I'm not going to use it. I have a fiberglass blanket I'm going to put here for the stove, and then I got just a regular old tarp I'm going to put down for my sleeping pads, so you don't have to worry about any sticks puncturing it. Let's get that stove set up. Look at that glass of a lake, and I heard the loons. Oh, the loons. I love the loons. So we got the fun stuff set up, the tent. It wasn't so bad. So now the fun part, firewood. Oh, the stove set up. So yeah, let's go find some firewood. So we're on a big old island. So we're just looking for some nice, dry, preferably fresh fall. There's the toilet. Doesn't come with the shelter. That's my buddy's pop-up pod. For a little bit more privacy, because camp's just over there. So let's go see what we find. Alright, I am crazy. I just cut this log that was laying here. We cut it into 2 sections. So that should pretty much cover our firewood for all of tonight, if not into tomorrow. Alright, so we got the tents mostly set up. Got my buddy's table in here again. I got headed home. I got my tote, and then 2 dry bags and a backpack. But it is raining. The most beautiful sound. One of the most beautiful sounds. Gonna get some more firewood processed up. Get that log. Gonna get that cut up and split. Yeah. It's raining. It's awesome. It's just a nice light rain. Was gonna bring the bigger fiskars. This is the 17-inch. I was gonna bring my 23, I think. I should have brought it. Would have made life a little easier. But you know what does make life easier to compensate for this little thing? This awesome splitting stump is perfect height. You don't have to bend over. There's a knot on this one, so this one might not get split. There we go. And these little ones are for my buddy's little stove.
If you're not a man.
For a 80-pound stove. Alright, time for fire. Fire starter, check. Fire still? No. Matches? No. Burns-o-matic? Yes. That instant fire. Burn, baby, burn. Alright, so we'll get this baby rolling and get cooking some food, and then we'll check back to that. So for dinner tonight, we got brats, and then I'm heating up some water for my noodle thing. Just a chow mein thing. Nothing fancy. Get my water in there. See if I got enough. Yeah, perfect. I put a little bit of water in here because these were froze, so I wanted to thaw them out. Now we're just gonna brown them up, make them delicious. Waiting on dinner, figured I'd get my sleep stuff set up, move my buddy's stuff. At least some of my sleep stuff, because you know who's gonna lay on it. Three hours later. There, inflated. Maybe took around 5 minutes, maybe. It's not much. I mean, yeah, you could inflate it by blowing into it, but just gonna put this off to the side so Dozer doesn't lay on it and put his claws in it, and then I have to lay on the ground. Ta-da! Just like that. He can lay on the tarp if he wants, but yep. Brats are coming along. I think this is my first time cooking on this stove. Huh, pretty cool. Alright. Check back when it's time to eat. Alright, chow time. Oh yeah. I usually don't buy buns, so my buddy donated one. Those were passed out. Wish I was passed out. Soon. Been waiting forever to eat, so gonna eat this. My noodles, my other brat, and put some more wood on the fire. I don't think my sleeping pad has an R value, but I got an army blanket, like a wool blanket to put on the bottom of my sleeping bag, and then I got another army blanket for the top. And if I really need another one, I got another blanket. So 2 blankets. I got 3 blankets and a sleeping bag. Oh, well, that was a good day. Long, but good. So I'll catch you in the morning for some percolated coffee. Ooh, my first time. So hopefully it turns out good. So, good night. Well, good morning. Slept pretty good. Got up twice. Put some firewood in. Didn't really need to, but you know. Got a little chilly. Woke up a little chillier, but yeah, it's okay. Got a fire going again. Fire wasn't getting quite hot enough since I wanted to try some percolated coffee. So, I got that going on the little butane stove. Coffee is good. Yes, that it is. Percolated coffee is pretty good. And then having a little oatmeal pouch. Used coffee for the water. Yeah, why not, you know? A little different, but it's not half bad. So I'm gonna finish this up. Might have another one, I think. And then gonna go explore this massive island. Wish I had a drone, because that would be really cool. Really give you guys a cool view of how big this island really is, but I don't have one yet. Water's pretty calm. There's some pretty cool fog out there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really cool. Tour of camp. We haven't started a fire. That's just some wood that somebody had left here. Same with all this, was somebody had left it here. My buddy's new funky cool chair, the Stargazer. I haven't tried it out, but it looks pretty cool. There's the dozer. Buddy's tent over there. It's a hot tent as well. Just a little tiny thing though. Unlike the monstrosity over here. The beast. The shed. So cool what the woodpeckers can do to a tree. I mean, it's like almost perfect holes. Yeah, there's a lot of trees on here. Look at all that sap. That's cool. Yeah, I'll show you guys the other tree that's back closer to camp. We're out on our exploratory walk. The dozer's doing something weird. This spot right here, he was sniffing it and then he was rolling in it. So I don't know, maybe to put, I've never seen a dog use their body to put their scent down. Usually they just pee on it. Don't see nothing. A little bit of mud. He's over there sniffing something. Anyways, walked over here to look at this weird tree. Like it was rotting. but just the way it rotted is kind of unique. It's like dry rot or something. I don't know. It's just, oh no, it's, oh, it's squishy. That is kind of cool. You can see like the water in it, and the nasty spider. It just falls apart. Oh, I just thought it was kind of neat the way it fell and the way it looks. But this island is huge. Still working on walking all the way around. Now we're in the hilly side as he trips over a rock.
A walking stick.
Oh, something was digging here. I haven't seen any squirrels. Oh yeah, we're almost back to camp. This is really neat. I like rocks and rock formations. Nice. It's quite the hill. Yeah. Oh, well. Update since last time after our hike. Grabbed the fishing pole for a minute. Did a few casts from shore. Didn't get nothing. And then it started raining a little bit of sleet. I think it's about 33, 35 degrees outside. And it's a cozy 46 in the tent. It was dry. But I think it's time for brunch. So, for brunch, having a can of corned beef hash with some fried potatoes. There's not enough potatoes in here, so I wanted some more. And eggs. Oh, and then some raw onion. I'll just heat the onion up a little bit, but I don't like cooked onion much. I prefer it more raw. Taters are just about done. Add the onions in a minute. Corned beef hash sure likes to stick. Yeah, so now I'm going to add the onions. Got them all chopped up. Let those warm up for a minute, and then we'll make a little hole for the eggs. And we'll put the eggs right in the middle. And we'll put the egg in there, because why not? You guys getting hungry yet? I know I am. Just wait for them to cook and good. Alright, look at that goodness. Cheese is all melty, eggs are done. Let that cool down for a few, and then it's gonna pig out. Yum. Final touch. Some Tabasco. Plus, I still add Tabasco anyway. Yep. Potatoes are still a little crunchy, but not bad. Onions are perfect. Oh, hot. Got a little bit of yolk. Well, I polished her off pretty good. Did all about I could do. Ooh, excuse me. I know it's just a couple more bites, but oof. That was a lot of food. There was a whole can of corned beef hash, 3 eggs, 3 slices of cheese, about half an onion, a whole lot of deliciousness.
Potatoes.
Yeah, and 2 small potatoes. Just trying to get some of those good crusties off the bottom. And then, gotta do dishes. To get this off, what I learned last year, which is really cool, all you do, scrape it out a little bit, throw some water in there, heat it up, get it, you know, boiling kind of, and then you can just kind of like scrape it off real easy. And then what I do is then I dump that, and then I do it again. And then when it quits raining, we're gonna go do a little fishing, hopefully catch a fish. Maybe fish dinner instead of what I was thinking for dinner. Or a fish dinner along with what I was thinking. So I got a brand new fillet knife in my box that I bought last year, and it's still brand new. So, alright, we'll check back in a bit. Well, here's woodpecker tree that I wanted to show you guys. Made some pretty gnarly holes. 4 in a row. And then however many up that way. But they don't seem to go up any higher than that. It's kind of strange. I wonder why they stay so low. Yeah. Deep. These wood chips are crazy. These are so... It's like wood chips from a chipper. Must have been one big woodpecker. Just making one hole. No nest. I don't see any nests or anything. Oh wow, this one goes right through it. That's cool. I don't know about any nest up there, but I haven't seen no activity or nothing. So, but just in case, we'll leave it alone. Oh, and then there's this really cool tree that was freshly beaver chewed. I just think this stuff's the coolest. Yeah, I don't know, I just think it's cool. My buddy's out playing in his canoe. It's a 14-foot sports spell. Oh, there's some more beaver chewing there. Oh, there's my buddy cruising. He must just be tasting these to see if he wants to eat them or what. I don't know. I don't know much about beavers. There's my buddy being brave in his canoe. He is wearing his life jacket. And there's the only thing in there is the trolling motor and the battery. And a couple paddles. Oh, paddles are right there. I definitely don't have the stability for that. He's awfully rocky too, but I think I'm gonna get one of those someday. Definitely the 16-footer though. 14 just not long enough for all the crazy gear that I bring. Nice boat. Lightweight. And then we got well, he bought this used. It was the kit, came with the battery, trolling motor, which is a 55-pound, and the paddles, some other stuff. Pretty good deal. And look, the dozer jumped in. I mean, he gets these weird spurts of energy, which is weird. He'll be sleeping on the 10th floor, and then he runs around like a crazy buffoon. Now he's obsessed with going in the water. I've seen a lot on YouTube, and a couple of the YouTubers that I watch, about chaga tea. Chaga. A lot of health benefits, I guess. Nobody really says what it tastes like. So we're gonna do that. So I found some chaga on the island here, from the birch tree. And then I cut off some chunks. And I've been steeping it for probably 2 hours, give or take. Don't lick my hand, okay? It looks pretty dark. Got my cup. It doesn't even really have a smell. Yeah, nothing I could really describe. So, it's very faint. Darks. So, and since I don't have a filter and the Stanley cup has lid holes, we're going to use that for a filter. Just going to try about half a cup. We'll let it steep some more. Everybody's, from what I saw, you're not supposed to boil it, just simmer it for hours. So it shouldn't be too hot. It's not bad. Yeah. I don't know what that tastes like. It's definitely not bad. I could drink this. Yeah, it's good. Not bad. Just gonna let that keep steeping, and it's chilly out. It's in the 30s. Getting like a lake effect snow or something, because you get these passing snow showers. It doesn't stick to the ground. It just whoop. There's some snow, and then gone, and then it'll be like 20 minutes, half hour. Whoop! There comes it again. It's weird. Kind of cool though. Yeah, and then we're gonna get the fire going outside. Then, if my buddy wants to cook a steak over a fire instead of on a stove, because it's boring on a stove for a steak, fire steak. Yeah. Finally dinner time. It's kind of late. It's a little bit later than I wanted it to be for dinner, but that's okay. Got my ground turkey frying up right now. It was a bit more frozen than I anticipated yet, which is okay. Just means it's going to take another minute to cook. Gonna make my version of skillet lasagna. So, should be good. So I hope. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I think instead of boiling the noodles separately, I'm just gonna cook them, let them cook in the pasta sauce. It's been a long day, but a great day. Good day. Okay, so got my turkey all browned up, all cooked. I'm gonna let it brown just a little bit more. Not too much, because it's gonna start sticking. And got my buddy's taters going for him over here. Gotta get that butter down in there and get it melted. There, good enough. Then I'm gonna take this off the heat. Let's put it aside for now. Some potatoes and onions, coated in butter. We're gonna put that on a little bit lower heat up here. Real fancy here with the multi-tool. Got some garlic herb pasta sauce. So I added a can of tomatoes and green chilies. So this is probably going to be way too much food for me, but oh well. And my buddy's having steak and potatoes, which I need to stir. I'm not going to add the whole thing, because it's 12 ounces of noodles. This is probably better suited as a meal for two, not a meal for one. I have a knife. Why not just cut it? That makes more sense, right, Dozer? There, that was about half the bag. Because I figure, why not get the flavor of the sauce into the noodles instead of cooking the noodles in water where there's no flavor, when I could just do it this way. I don't know. Will it work? I don't know. Will it be good? Probably. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this simmer for a little bit. The noodles actually worked. Cooking them in the sauce. Plus, that way I can reduce the sauce a little bit, make it thicker by heating it up so nice. So, a few more minutes of this. I'll add the meat back so it can warm back up. Add my fancy American cheese. And that's probably about all it's gonna go. Oh, and Tabasco. Probably do 4 slices of fancy American cheese. Gotta have fancy cheese. So, get out of there. I'm trying to lick my cans. Because I forgot to put them in the garbage. Forgot to add my onion, which was perfect timing because, you remember, I don't like overly cooked onion. Okay, then we'll add some cheese. Fancy. And we'll get that down in there to get melted. We'll give that a minute to melt, and then we'll add the meat. Cheesy goodness right there. Okay, put the meat back in. Am I gonna make a dent in this? Yes. Am I gonna eat it all? Who knows? If not, oh well. So this will be my version of skillet lasagna. It's cheesy, it's meaty, and it's tomatoey. What more do you want? A little fancy for camping? Nah, not really. I've seen worse. Alright, I'm gonna let that cool down for like forever, and then I'll eat it. Oh, I forgot to add something. I got this ton of pepperoni. I'm gonna throw some of that in there. Alright. Cut my fork. It's probably still way too hot, but whatever. Let's try it. It's not too hot. Got one more addition. Tabasco. Because, you know, it's good. I like spicy. But I like tasty spicy, not just spicy. A little too warm to hold. So I got it resting on my cooler with 2 pieces of wood. So it doesn't melt my cooler because I don't have a pot holder. So firewood pot holder. Food for days here. That's alright. That is good. It's a little different with the pepperoni as far as being lasagna, but you call it what you want. I call it delicious. Wow, that is good. Probably should have added some more onion. Can't hardly notice it, but about a half an onion would have been perfect in here. My buddy's over there mowing down on those potatoes and onions that I made up for him, and a steak that he grilled outside on the fire, because fire grilled steak sounds really good. But I wanted this. This is what my goal was. We'll see how much of a dent I make in this truck pack. Well, I am stuffed. Made a pretty good dent in this big old plate of food, or skillet of food, pan of food. Whew. So yeah, gonna relax a little bit and get the fire going good. It's gonna be a little about 10 degrees colder tonight. Last night was in the upper 30s for a low. Tonight is in the low 20s. I think 23 for a low, 23 Fahrenheit. It's So my sleeping bag's only rated for 40. And currently it is about 50 degrees in here. So definitely not as warm as it was last night. When I went to bed last night it was 73 according to the thermometer over there on that alarm clock thing, which is just over here, and the stove's over there, so it's definitely far enough away that it's not really directly influenced. All changed. I took a picture outside with my phone with and without night mode, and wow, that night mode picture. So I'll insert right here the night mode, and wow, I'm like, what? I took that and I'm like, this is right now? Heard some loons tonight. That was pretty cool. Heard some loons earlier, as you guys saw. That was really neat. Loons are just, that sound is amazing. Anyways, I'll shut up. I'll quit rambling. I'm gonna get this fire rocking, get it dampered down, and see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning. Coffee's percolating. She's a little chilly today. Blue skies, calm water. There's that calm water. I've just been sipping on my percolated coffee, packing up, had the sleep stuff all packed up. Just been trying to enjoy this beautiful morning a little bit too. Oh, and then I got the fire, the stove all wide open so I can burn that down, because I put some more wood in it this morning when I got up, or just before I got, about an hour before I got up. So just trying to burn that down so it cool down and then go dump it in the fire pit. Stayed pretty warm last night. Got up twice, once in the middle about, and then once just before I got up, and then I laid back down for a minute. Well, a little more in a minute, but yeah. Otherwise I stayed comfortable. Got 4 layers on. Got everything all out of the tent except for the stove. Just waiting for that to cool down a little more, because I forgot my high temp gloves, so all I got is these, which I probably could actually carry it by these handles, or these, not handles, by the drying racks actually. I just have to get the stovepipe off, and then we're pretty much packed up. Got everything all spread out here. A lot of crap, I know. But if you don't have everything but the kitchen sink, you know, you're not comfortable. Been trying on making things a little bit lighter weight. When it was, you know, warmer weather, will be a little bit lighter weight because we won't have a big tent and big stove. So. Well, I got back in the bag again, and at first I didn't think it was going to go, because I folded it a little too long, so I lifted it up in the middle, put the other end in, and then it actually closed easier this time than it did at home. I was actually able to zip it without having to almost sit on it. There's Dozer hanging out in the sun, being a lazy bum. He doesn't help pack at all. He's just doing dog stuff. Yeah, anyways. So the stove all packs into there. Got the legs off. Got the 4 legs, all the pipe. You start with the biggest one, work your way smaller, and it all nests together. The drying racks, and then the grate, spark arrestor, and then the fire blanket. And then I think they made this big enough so if you have their optional water tank that it fits in here too. So, and there it is. All 80-ish pounds of it. Buddy's over here cooking some bacon for himself. I'm not sure if I'm going to make anything to eat. We've been completely alone since Friday. We saw one boat on the way in, and haven't seen anybody else till today. A guy and his dog on a boat went by. Other than that, it's been nobody. Everything is pretty much packed up, ready to load. Just got a couple more things to bring over. Everything's down. Got the fire out, doused with water. Dozer. Just gotta get the other canoe in the water yet. It's been a really nice sight. So we've seen 2 boats now today. Other than that, nobody else. I just wanted to comment on how good boy Dozer is, being a good boy. Just sitting here, and he even waited for permission to get into the canoe. Two-night at a hot tent adventure on an island up at the Turtle-Flambeau Flowage. It's been fun. It's been a lot of work, especially bringing a hot tent on a trip like this. Definitely a lot of work, but worth it. We can get out here and enjoy the solitude. Yeah, it's good. Well, thanks for watching. Please smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, and have a great day. Thank you.